Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. So, as we continue to wrap up this white ball series against England, I mean, the series is done. Players are now looking forward to things to come. But we're still analyzing and going over things that were accomplished and a few things that we need to straighten out going forward. In this video, I am just going to be taking a look at one of our own, Fazir Mohammed, speaking on the series. If you are a regular viewer of this channel, you would probably know by now that I think very highly of Fazir Mohammed when it comes on to cricket. So he was on the Sportsmax program a couple of days ago, and he was basically summarizing the series. You understand, talking about the team and talking about the captain. So we're gonna go through a couple of the things that he said, and I must say that I concur with most, if not all, of what he was saying. So we're just going to talk about a few of the points coming out of that interview. Just give a listening ear. The comment section will be open. You can let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, hit that subscribe button. All right, so Fazir was speaking to Ricardo Chambers on the Sportsmax on a Sportsmax program, and he was basically summarizing the series, talking about the team, and first things first, he was saying that credit needs to go to the West Indies. We are always saying that the team is inconsistent, but they were able to secure 3 T20 series back to back, right? They secured 3 T20 series and against good teams. We won against South Africa, we won against India, and we just won that T20 series there against England. It went down to the final game. It went down to the final over. But I agree with Fazir Mohammed that when it mattered most, they were able to pull through and they secured the series. So I definitely shout out to the players there. You saying that is offers a lot of encouragement to fans, and the fact that we are going into a World Cup year early next year or in the middle of next year, it's good to see the team consistently winning like this. And it was saying that watching the game, you could see the players there fighting their way to get back to top level, top shape. He specifically spoke about Oshane Thomas, saying that it was good to see him bowling, but you could see him continuing to work on a few things. The pace is still there. He's still working on the control, working on bowling in the power play, in the death over, because as a seamer, you definitely want to get that down pat, or else you're going to go for runs. So he was saying that it's encouraging to see somebody like Oshane Thomas getting a run back in the team and really, doing well. He was talking about the players like Hetmeyer and Kyle Mayers being left out of the team. He was saying that this just goes to show that there's always room for improvement, and no one should ever believe that they are guaranteed a spot in West Indies team. He's saying that the competition should be such, the competition for places should be such where a man know that, listen, if he's not performing, he's liable to get dropped. And he was saying that is exactly what happened. Even though we didn't get much from Hetmeyer in the ODI series, they backed him in the first couple of T20 games. We didn't get anything from him. They put in Sheffield Rutherford, and he really and truly rose to the occasion. Same thing with Kyle Mayers. You understand, we know he's still doing his thing where T20 cricket is concerned. He's going to be featuring in the IPL and thing, but Fazir is saying, listen, the West Indies team should be of such. Doesn't matter if you're performing in the IPL, if you're not putting in good, consistent performance for West Indies, then you should know that you can get dropped. And it shouldn't be a case where you think that once you get dropped, we're finished with you. People that gonna get an opportunity, if they don't perform, then the people will understand that the spot is, someone is always there waiting. And in my opinion, that is how you produce quality cricket. Not saying that a man should believe or should be under the mindset that if he doesn't perform, he's always going to be, always going to get kicked out. You don't want to put any pressure like that, but you still should, players should still know in the back of their mind that, listen, if I perform, I will get opportunity to play. I will get enough time to show my skills. But if I'm not performing, someone else is there that can perform and will get an opportunity. So, I agree with him where that is concerned. He spoke about Captain Rovman Powell leading the team. He was saying that it seems as if Powell relishes the opportunity to captain, seems as if he likes the challenge, and even his own personal performance, our performance is, it's improving. You understand? He's continuing to put out runs with the bat, and we just need to see these sort of things continue. He spoke about Powell, saying that he's a man that that says it as it is. He's not going to beat around the bush, because if you're listening to interviews, there are a few things that in the past captains probably wouldn't have called out those things, but in the interviews, you hear Powell talking about bowlers not doing this, players not having enough intensity, not just putting a broad brush over it and say that we will improve. So Fazier is saying that, listen, Powell is saying things that probably some other people wouldn't want to say, so that is a way of getting the team, in one space, so people can know that, listen, we need to pull up, we need to improve. He spoke about the players now going into Australia early next year, saying that this is a chance for them to continue. This is a chance for them to continue with what is building. Players going to be going to the IPL. He was saying that this is also an opportunity for these players to continue to improve, to work on the areas that they are weak in. And when they come back to West Indies, it's all about putting these sort of skills on display and making sure that the team is benefiting from all of these skills. Yeah, he had a lot of things to say where the team is concerned, my viewers and subscribers. He was saying this is the level that we need to be at, where we are winning more than losing. You understand? In 2023, where the T20 team is concerned, we have definitely won more than how we have lost. So it's just about repeating this as we go forward. And as I said, I agree that no one should feel as if they are guaranteed a spot in the team. I remember a couple of years ago when a man would field 15 innings straight, and because of the name, some people would say don't move him. And what they would do to even though people doing it, what they would do to try and justify that is to say, look at Virat Kohli when he's failing, look at Steve Smith when he's failing, they stick with him. You understand? There are some players that you stick with for a period of time, and then there are some that you give them a chance to redeem themselves. And if it's not working, it's just not working. You understand? So yeah, we definitely need to just continue on this path. And Fazier also touched on bowling the two left arm spinners. He was saying that, listen, this is a good option. You understand? And it worked. I am one of them. I have said this before. I have confessed this before. I was always a bit worried about playing the two left arm spinners together like that, because I was like, if they are going after them and it's not working, more than likely, the two of them can get hit. But I definitely understand with Fazier and others saying that quality is quality. And if you have two quality left arm spinners that can make the team, then give them an opportunity. You understand? And that is exactly what was done. And we would have seen how things would have worked out. Talking about bowlers, one area that he spoke on, saying that, going into the World Cup and into future series, you want your part-time T20 bowlers to get an opportunity. He was saying he understands that getting the frontline bowlers to bowl is very important, because it's only 4 overs they get. And going into a World Cup, you want to know that your frontline bowlers, they have enough, what you would call it now, enough practice behind them, enough mileage, enough hours in the tank. You understand? But at the same time, If you go into a game and the frontline bowlers just not working, then that is where you need like a part-time, well, the part-time bowlers that mostly gonna nip the ball around and you know, use their little skill set and in terms of getting the ball to shape away slower deliveries. So it's very good that we are playing so many T20 games. I mean, we just played against England. We didn't get a chance to see much of Rutherford, Powell, or them guys. So let us see how things will go in Australia if they will get a chance to play. So, you know, some very interesting points there coming out, my viewers and subscribers, from that interview. If you want to hear the interview in its entirety, it's there on the Sportsmax YouTube page. But as I said, whenever Fazir Mohammed is speaking on West Indies cricket, I always like to listen and you know, take away some of the points and elaborate on them. So I definitely concur with what he's saying here, that the team is moving in the right direction. That is one. We are winning more than how we are losing. That is two. It's just all about continuing. You know, he spoke about the captain. I more or less agree with his stance, and the captain saying that, you know, he's definitely calling things as how we see it, and he's performing under the pressure. You understand? And the big point about players not feeling as if they are guaranteed a spot in the team is also something that I feel strongly about. You know, I appreciate all of what people keep doing, but it's similar to the Hetmyer situation going into the T20s. A lot of people didn't want him to play, saying that, you know, the form wasn't looking good. But I said, all right, I would give him the first 2 games, and if we don't get anything, then we rotate him out. And rotate him out is not putting in somebody that is a straight all-rounder. You know, back in the days, this is what we usually do. A specialist batsman not performing, you put in an all-rounder and say he can do a little bit of this or a little bit of that. We put in Rutherford, who is expected to play the same type of role as a Hetmyer and can give you 2 overs in the back end if you want, just the same. You know, and it definitely worked. So I am hoping that Hetmyer see this as a moving train where the team is concerned. You understand and know that he definitely needs to step up. He's one of those players that I have always said I want Hetmyer and Pooran in my T20 team. But I have always also said that if you are not performing and we give you the opportunity to get out of it and it's not coming through, then we the train gotta keep moving. You understand? So yeah, that is pretty much just a couple of the things that Fazir was saying in that interview there, my people. And I definitely agree with him. You understand? The biggest point I am taking away from that is that it's a process. It's a process. We went through, we won against India, South Africa, and now we just beat England. Australia is next. It's going to be very, very challenging. You understand? So Australia and Australia, yeah, that is going to be challenging. And based on how we perform, you know, then I will say, yeah, we are definitely on the right track. But that is pretty much it for this one, my people. I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Just continue to stay tuned to the channel. Sports to the bone, keeping it informed. Big up.